I played the track through YouTube. And then I opened another tab. And I played another track, doing the transition, you know, with volumes.
Do you know that there's a website called www.2YouTubevideos.and-a-motherfucking-crossfader.com?
Ah, no, I didn't know it. Otherwise, I would have used it.
This guy was raw dogging it.
But I did like that. And the bartender, Stefano, that I say hi, Stefano.
Ciao, Stefano.
He said, like, okay, grab your console and next week come here to play. And so that was my first DJ gig of my life.
Mixing 2 YouTube tracks together.
It's Coburg up late.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the garage tonight. From the mountains of Italy to being handpicked by Diplo and releasing his truly forward-thinking and unique sounds on top labels and Juna Deep, Crosstown Rebels, and Still Vor Talent. He is, in my opinion, the best producer of organic house music on earth, and in about 30 seconds' time, I get to say that to his face. Please welcome Mr. Alessandro Cozzolino, aka Cioz.
Doof, doof, doof in the air tonight. House music from home never felt so right. Now your neighbors are awake in the 3058. It's Coburg up late.
Oh, thank you, sir. So now, I'm going to have to deduct some points because, Sam, as you can see, we've made a mess.
Yeah, but the important thing is to be happy. It's cough, it's good. This is for you, for me, for me.
That's for you.
Perfect.
Perfetto.
I thought it was for you.
Can you please pour some for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, thank you. So, Cioz, I think now's actually just a good time whilst you fix me a beautiful Italian-style stovetop. I think you are the best producer of organic house music on earth.
Hey, that's too much.
You
of a
disagree?
compliment. I disagree.
Discuss.
No, discuss, yeah. I mean, it's... I think there's no such thing as being the best, you know?
Oh, cool.
Just not think about it, just making music. And
I love that. That's something I love about you is that I know that you are completely self-taught. Mm-hmm. Do you think that that is fundamental to you creating your own rules and out there music? I mean, you know, I think regardless of whether it's the best or not, I think no one can argue with the fact that your music is unique.
Thank you. But so I think...
Wasn't a compliment, it was a fact.
No, so I think that it's really important to learn stuff by yourself. You know, like taking the time, the effort to learn something by yourself, because then, like, if you do so, then it will stick to your mind. And if you know, somebody is teaching you and you listening passively, then you don't, I don't know, interiorize. Is it a word?
Yeah. Well, interiorize.
Interiorize.
Yeah, first page of the Oxford English Dictionary, actually.
So yeah, then it's good to experiment, and while doing these experiments, you, by chance, by mistake, I don't know, but you get to understand what is your sound. Sometimes you're like, you know, you want to do something, but just by mistake you happen to do something completely different, and you're like, oh, this is cool.
Are you saying that like so much of the Cioz back catalogue is accidental?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, or I want to do something similar to somebody else, and then just by chance happen to do something different. And then like, oh, wow, this is cool. Let me do it again. Okay, I did it like that. Okay, wow, let's use it.
So how often have you actually achieved what you set out to achieve? Like, does that even happen?
No, it happens.
And is it disappointing when it does?
No, but like happens, but sometimes it's not the right thing, you know?
Right.
Because I think like music is like something that takes shape by itself. You cannot you cannot prepare too much in advance. Like, okay, I want to have a track that has this sound and that sound, that particular sound and that particular arrangement. It won't work. While you do it, like step by step, you have less choices. and then you tend to like the track finish by itself, basically. You know, sometimes you can't do anything.
Are you saying that the music, we're going to get philosophical for a moment, exists before you make it, and you're just there kind of
Helping.
guiding it into our dimension?
I think so. I mean, it sounds kind of spiritual, but it's
What a fucking crackpot.
yes. Let's go.
No, I don't know. Hey, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Whatever Cioz says, you know, that's if it's churning out the kind of music that you are creating, there's obviously something to it.
No, I really think that you know, music is there, you know, and you can either choose to make it, you know, with a plan, or you can just follow the flow and see where it brings you. And I think that, like, the second one is much more fun.
Yeah.
The first one is boring,
Yeah.
and the fun one, you're gonna hear it in the song that has some soul and uniqueness inside. Sometimes it's completely shit what you do because like you had too much fun probably, but yeah, it makes more sense like this.
That's interesting. I listened to your debut album on Still Talent from 2022, Supermassive Hole.
Yeah.
Which is an absolutely incredible release. Firstly, when I heard it, the emotion that I had was awe. I was quite blown away by what you put together, but the first thought that came to me after the wave of emotion lifted was, how do you sit down to create, what is it, 10, 11 tracks?
Yeah, it was 10 tracks.
10.
Yeah.
How do you sit down to create 10 tracks out of thin air with no parameters guiding you? Now, I know that obviously you've made quite a name for yourself with a lot of remixes and things. With a remix, you're given the gift of boundaries. But I listened to Supermassive Hole and I'm like, where are your boundaries? Where do you even start?
No, really. There it was, for me, was a super massive effort to do that because really, so Oliver, when he asked me to do the album, he gave me like 2 years, you know.
Can we shout out Oliver Koletsky, former guest of the show. Big love to you, Ollie.
Ciao, Oli.
Ciao.
He gave me 2 years. And of course, me, as a good Italian, I started, you know, I took my time to think about the album.
Is that an Italian stereotype?
Yeah, always late.
Is that why we're having a coffee at nighttime?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this just your morning?
Just woke up. No, so I started really late to do it, and so I arrived like some months before the release that I was like, oh fuck, I need to.
Wow, was there a lot of anxiety before that? Like, was it procrastination and
Procrastination? Yeah, procrastination is good because I think like I gathered a lot of ideas, experiences, inspirations, and then I was like, oh shit, but yeah, the deadline for the album is closed, so I need to put out everything.
Totally.
And so I didn't release that much. I kept everything for this album.
Nice.
And then I went straight in and like in a couple of months or even less.
Wow.
I was just hopping from one track to the other.
Yeah, you made it simultaneously, right? What does that
Yeah.
mean?
Basically, I had some ideas, so I started some jams and then just leaving them as jams, you know, just like in Ableton, like in the clip view, as it is a draft.
Like,
you know?
you mean like a 16-bar loop?
Like
Yeah.
a loop. And then like I picked the chosen ones, and I was like, okay, now let's finish them. And then it was like just a work of. Okay, this sound, maybe it's not fitting in this track, maybe I can use it there.
A bit of mix and match.
Yeah, it happened, you know, but it was just a work of, okay, let's do them all together. So also I didn't have any concept for the album.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, you literally had no parameters. What the hell do you do? This is crazy.
What should I do, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, the concept will be, let's make everything together. Because like if I do everything together, the track will fit You know,
Totally.
every track will fit with one another.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, let's do it.
I love that. And I think that, the 18 months or however long you had of not making the album, you could argue that that was integral to the album being created. Like, it wouldn't sound the way that it did if you didn't cram it into a very short amount of time and do them all simultaneously after 18 months of, as you say, living your life and taking in inspiration.
Definitely. Not doing music is part of doing music.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Well, Alessandro, how do you feel about doing music with me right now?
Let's go.
All right. Well, I guess what I'm
And
learning...
drinking coffee.
And fuck it, playing music, drinking coffee, these are two of my favourite things. We're going to work out the rest and you're going to be here to see it live. You're on Coburg Up Late with Mr. Alessandro Cozzolino. I'm a massive fan. Please take it away.
Yeah. I start like with this one. Church.
He really is
You
religious.
recognize? Really religious.
You're not allowed to talk to me without a microphone. What did you just say?
First track of the album.
Nice. Why did you choose to, in your world without boundaries, begin your album with this?
So, at the beginning, like the church sound that you hear is like the church of of my hometown where I was born.
Bergamo,
Bergamo, yeah.
in Lombardy, northern Italy.
In northern Italy, exactly. And B1, that is the title of the song, is also like the district where I'm from is called Boccaleone. So it's you can see a lot of graffiti with written B1 around
cool.
the district. And then it's also a good intro track.
It sure is. Here in Australia, B1 is referring to the first banana in pajamas. And I would say to you, are you thinking what I'm thinking, B1? And then you say, I think I am B2. Ready? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, B1?
I think I am B2.
Let's fucking party with Cioz! It's coming up to the bit. Here we go. You're mixing the next tune, by the way. Hey, come on, let me hear ya. There's no talking without a microphone. He wants to keep secrets from you, people. What'd you say?
No, I was just moving the mouth without talking.
That is a lie! Did you record that vocal? You got to get better at talking to me with a microphone. Tell you what, he's one of the best producers in the world, but don't get him a microphone technique.
I'm not a vocalist, you know.
So who was that singing?
Yeah, I was singing.
That's your voice.
Yeah, many times.
Wow. The irony in you being unable to hold the microphone during a song with you singing is fucking perfect. Very dope, very percussive. What have you chosen for us, Alessandro?
It's a track from GESPONA.
Nice.
Friend of mine from Barcelona.
Oh, cool.
Super groovy, percussive stuff. Really, really good.
What's the big club in Barcelona?
I don't know, but he's resident at a club called NOM.
Yes. When Oliver Koletsky was here, he also played GESPONA and told me that GESPONA was a resident at NOM. But NOM is in Barcelona, right?
Yeah, really nice.
How do you know GESPONA?
I did a remix for him. He asked me for a remix, and also a remix on his label called Rummel. And he...
You have the sexiest accent in the world.
Rummel. You like my rrr. And he invited me for his showcase in Barcelona. And so that's where the friendship began.
That's beautiful. I know socially your world really opened up when you moved to Berlin. Coming from a much smaller town, I believe there's only about 100,000 people in Bergamo. Then you moved to Berlin. Pretty quickly your network expanded to some of the biggest names in dance music in the world, right?
Yeah, it's a big change. And it's a good change.
Objectively, good.
At the beginning, it's a bit like overwhelming, but then you're like, okay, you know.
I love a drop that's highlighted by a really small vocal grab. Yeah. Go, go, go. I'm still listening.
Really nice.
I'm going to start mixing in a track though. If you've got, if you did, was that thought complete?
Yeah, you need quickly because it's finishing.
If it's a bad mix, it's because Alessandro is trying to throw me off. More coffee, please, barkeep. What happened? You offered me coffee and then walked away.
No, you still have coffee.
Doesn't mean I don't want more coffee, or is that just
okay.
not? Is that just not what happens in Italy? No, let's do it like the Italians do. That's fine. Alessandro.
No, like you finish the coffee and then you.
Oh, okay. Well, there's still a little bit left here. Hey, I wanted to hear a little bit more about.
No, wait. Like, why you chose this track?
Oh, well, thank you for interviewing me on my own show. I love this tune. This is a new one by Colombian progressive house artist KAMILO SANCLEMENTE. Do you know this guy?
No, I didn't. I heard about it, but I don't know so much of his music.
Do you listen to much prog, or are you just straightly in the melodic and organic world?
Yeah, I listen a bit of everything, but normally more in the Afro-y, groovy stuff.
This is a bit Afro-y. It's like a prog artist doing Afro. Check this out. Nice. So I just chose this track because I heard John Digweed play it, which is always a good sign if you're a progressive house artist and Digweed plays your track. And then obviously, you know, the way that he commands like his production, like this is some pretty next level forward thinking shit, and I thought it would work well with a pretty next level forward thinking producer like yourself. But I digress.
Really cool.
Hey, Alessandro, I want to hear more about your story, specifically what brought you to becoming the incredible artist that stands before me. So we've learned that you're self-taught. You started on guitar, and shortly after that, you started throwing parties in Bergamo with some friends.
Exactly, yeah. Very, very small parties. We were young. We didn't know what we were doing, but
How old are we talking?
20 years old,
Okay.
21 years old.
Were you going out as well? Is that what inspired that?
Yeah, but because basically, you know, I was playing guitar and everything. I started producing and but just doing silly stuff, having fun with friends, you know, like coming over, drinking a beer, producing some very bad stuff. And then my brother gifted me a controller, like a console. So from that, I started like, okay, let's see how it works. Let's
Oh,
try.
so you started DJing before producing?
I started producing before DJing.
Oh, so when you say a console,
This Hercules DJ controller.
Gotcha.
You plug into the computer and you need to map and
cool.
use with tractor.
MIDI?
MIDI
Yeah,
controller,
nice,
yeah.
nice.
And so my brother gifted me that, and so I started DJing. That's pretty. Then I was playing with my friends, doing some parties, and I also started playing in a bar. Funny story, like he asked me to put a track, and so he invited me at the counter, like behind you know where the bartender is working.
Yeah, behind the bar.
And basically, I played the track through YouTube, and then I opened another tab, and I played another track, doing the transition, you know, with volumes.
Do you know that there's a website called www.2youtubevdeosandaMotherfuckingcrossfader.com?
No, I didn't know it. Otherwise, I would have used it.
This guy was raw dogging it.
But I did like that. And the bartender, Stefano, that I say hi, Stefano.
Ciao, Stefano.
He said like, okay, grab your console and next week come here to play. And so that was my first DJ gig of my life.
Mixing two YouTube tracks together. Do you remember what the tracks were?
Yeah, but very, very easy tracks. I think like guitar stuff. I think one was John Butler, Ocean.
You know he's Aussie.
Is Australian, yeah. And then Ben Harper, Paris Sunrise, number
Wow.
7. That it's very,
Imagine that. The man that stands before you started DJing John Butler into Ben Harper.
yeah.
Hey, we got a drop coming up.
Yeah.
You want to boogie with me, baby?
Let's go.
We got a Cioz on Coburg up late. Thank you so much for this, by the way. Sick. I see what you did there and I love it. Do you want to introduce the track?
Yeah. So this is a remix I did for The Journey.
Shout out to The Journey, aka
Yeah.
the first ever guests on Coburg Up Late.
AKA the first ever guest.
You also had...
Jacob and Tom, yeah. This remix like came out so naturally. Was
just well digested, it passed with ease.
yeah, and I'm really attached to it. I'm playing every time, and it was like, the door for me to Australia.
And ever since then, we've ordered you to walk through the door to Australia holding an Italian coffee. That's great. It's a fantastic remix. I heard this played in a massive arena.
Oh, really? Where?
The support act for Eric Prydz played your remix of Secrets by The Journey to 15,000 people.
What?
And I was next to Tom Evans at the time. What? And he's like, that's my fucking track. I know that you had dumplings with Tom and Jacob today.
Exactly. Yeah, but really good dumplings. and thanks, Jacob, for paying the bill.
Oh, Jacob paid the bill.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you
really
owe
good.
him, and now it's officially on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Next time is on me.
Some other former artists, former guests of the show that I know that you've closely worked with, Annika and Raphael,
Yes.
aka Babetta and her husband Lepalf.
Yeah.
You stayed with them when you first moved to Berlin.
Exactly. So basically, it happened that I was playing in Bergamo as a DJ resident for a party, and then they asked who can we book, and I was like Babetta, because I was in contact via SoundCloud
Oh, so you knew each other already?
through through internet, like via SoundCloud, because she left a good feedback. And then as we invited her, she arrived and she told me like, why don't you come over to Berlin to make some music? And I was like, what?
You mean it was Annika's idea to get you to Berlin?
Yeah.
And look at you now. So what do we owe Annika a big thank you? Man, that is so sick.
Guitar.
Is that a bit of guitar in there? Did you sample yourself playing the guitar?
Oh, yeah.
I know, actually, you also sample, you have a small coin tin in your studio.
I have a small what?
Like a tin of coins.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Now not so many coins.
Also now not so secret.
Now if somebody comes to my place, know exactly where to look for.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to distract you, by the way. You got to mix another tune. We got Cioz on Coburg up late. I'll pour you some more coffee. How are you going for coffee?
Good to go, yeah.
Good to go?
Maybe I need some more. Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're going to get caffeinated here. It's late at night. I'm going to regret this in about 3 hours. Alessandro, we're out. We've run out of coffee. There is enough. There's enough, just enough for both of us. Now, I'm very excited for a few reasons right now. The 3 reasons. Reason number 1, there's a lot of caffeine in my veins.
Yeah.
Reason number 2, this is really cool music. Reason number 3, I see on the screen the word demo.
Yeah.
Are we getting an exclusive right now?
Yeah, this track.
It's a real scrunch your face up kind of track.
Yeah, it's really nice. So it's a demo actually from Boyo Boy and PAONS. So it's ex-TMA. I don't know if I'm supposed to play it, but I played it. I'm sorry. I just love it too much.
Wait, so this is not
and I really hope that you find a really cool label for it because the track is pretty powerful.
Oh, so this is not your track?
No.
You were sent this track
yeah,
to DJ.
Yeah, and I'm DJing it right now.
And we're playing it for people to access for free.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to rip it, there are our voices on it.
Yeah, our voices are the a cappella that no one wanted. Come on, Cioz, you wouldn't put us in the sample pack?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can imagine you doing an Ableton tutorial now. If you want a really high-pitched, annoying, nasal Australian voice, look no further than my sample pack.
Nasal?
All right, I'm going to mix one in. There's that church theme again. That choppy vocal reminds me of Justice.
Yeah, that's super cool. And the snare.
Yeah, like old electro house vibes,
Yeah.
but like with a modern twist.
Yeah, and church voices and
Yeah.
like uplifting. There's some house, some techno, some Afro. There's everything. Love them.
I think that's what I like about it. This is not confined to one particular genre. What'd you say? This guy's fucking with me, I'm telling you.
You have to guess.
This is DOPPEL. Have you heard of him?
No?
DOPPEL.
Yeah. I love the atmospheres it does.
That's something I think you both have in common is almost a sound design element to your productions. And this is my favorite DOPPEL tune. It's called Profaned. Shout out to Andy McMillan. He's from my hometown. Hey, something that would have been pretty cool was when DIPLO reached out to you out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really out of nowhere. Like it was.
Oh, okay, cancel the story.
No, I mean, like, he wrote me once because he liked a track of mine called Cookie Man.
Great track, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I think, DAMIAN Lazarus played it at Day Zero.
Awesome. I love those Day Zero sunrise sets that he does. I like watch them just like intently every frame and then steal every single song.
But also like at sunrise, everything is better.
Yeah.
Like really, sunrise is the best moment
Totally.
to ever do.
Turns
a
out
DJ
Damian
set.
Lazarus is actually chronically average.
No.
He just DJs at sunrise.
No, but like,
I'm just kidding. I would love to have you on the show one day, Damian.
no, I wasn't saying that, but I really noticed because I was at Africa Burn also recently, and literally like sunrise is the best moment to ever do a DJ set because like it creates the perfect background for the music that you want to play, and it's just incredible. It creates so many good memories, you know, and having a track being selected to be played in such a special set is crazy.
It's massive, yeah.
Yeah.
Given what Day Zero is to DAMIAN LAZARUS as well, like it's his event, you know?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, and so DIPLO listened to that track in the set, and he reached out to me on Instagram to ask me if I have other tracks to send to him, and then I did, and then at a certain point he did this release with DAMIAN LAZARUS called Don't Be Afraid.
Hang on, that's still out of nowhere. For him to message you on Instagram after hearing your song,
No, but-
I'm not sure how more out of nowhere you can get than that.
Yeah, but you know when he's cool, you know.
Yeah.
He's cool.
We're
and-
talking about Diplo here.
Yeah, and it's like if he likes the music from somebody, he just messages him.
Yeah.
You know, is famous. of
Not many
course.
people are leaving Diplo on red.
No, I mean it's. I think this is what nice people do, you know, and I feel lucky to be contacted but I heard also other producers that were contacted by him directly, and this is something that he does because he puts a lot of effort, you know,
Yeah.
and he never stops.
Yeah.
So he did everything that one person can possibly do as a producer, and he's in the game since, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years, and still does this, like to look for small producers, and so it's really remarkable.
Yes, it's luck, but also I think you obviously deserved it, having created such an amazing track in Cookie Man. What happened?
What?
When he asked you what else have you got?
No, because like I told him like really cool release with Damian, and he was like, if you want to remix, let's
no
do it."
shit.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay, you have, but you only have like 2 weeks time.
Okay, so on Italian time, you only had 2 days at the end of 12 days of doing fuck all,
Exactly.
drinking coffee.
So of course I couldn't make it in 2 weeks.
Actually?
Yeah, I did it in 3 weeks.
Oh, wow, you kept Diplo waiting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow, the nerve.
No, but I gave him two different options to choose, and then everything was forgiven.
That's awesome.
And also I did like an edit where I removed the vocals from Jungle and put the vocals from Free.
Yeah.
From Ultranate.
Yeah.
Ultranate.
'Cause I'm free
Exactly.
to do what you want me to.
Exactly.
That might be the wrong lyrics, but yeah. That's
You're free
cool.
to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And it was really working good. And I said, okay, I have to do it. And I played it at Fusion.
You played it at Fusion?
Yeah.
In 2022?
Yes, I think so.
I love that set. I was actually at Fusion that year.
Yeah. Were you there?
I was there, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. I didn't see your set though. I left beforehand, but I listened to your set on SoundCloud the other day. Phenomenal.
As I was starting, you were like, better leaving. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And did you notice things seriously changed for you as an artist after that?
Honestly, I mean, it's a big thing, but yeah, we can say so. I was nothing incredibly, not such a big difference, but I mean.
Well, you're looking at him, folks. We've got Alessandro Cozzolino, the man, the myth, the legend, standing next to me today. Thank you so much. You're up, mate.
Should I play the remix or should I play an unreleased?
I reckon you've got 14 minutes to do whatever you want. Do you want to do both? Okay, take us through the thought process.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What have you decided? What have you decided you're going to do? Or is it a secret? He's still here. We'll be having words after this, mate. You can tell a Cioz track straight away, I think. Because you do these tiny little melodies just at really opportune moments. Like, for example, it reminds me of your track Arbol. Bum, 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 bum. So which one did you choose to play? What have we got?
Yeah, it's an unreleased of mine.
This is what, sorry? What?
It's unreleased.
Oh, it's unreleased.
Unreleased, yeah.
That's so special. Thank you for choosing to play it today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I did it for Boy Boy and PAONS, and I feel that...
You kind of owed them.
Yeah, I should put myself, in the same... So yeah, this is, it still doesn't have a name. But you can help me.
Is that the coin tin we just heard?
Probably. I don't remember.
So if we're coming up with names, the first thought I'm getting is it's quite a percussive lead, which you love. You love like kind of a monotone percussive lead.
So the first thing that came to my mind, something animal, something visceral.
Visceral, nice. Yeah. Now that
a
actually is a word. That's 100% a word.
Not like interiorized.
I love that you remembered interiorize. Wow. I mean, do you call it interiorize? I don't know. It's just its eyes inside your interior.
But this is very like kind of tribal, kind of, So I thought about animal.
Nice.
So I wrote Animalata, that in Italian means something very rough, very animal and rough.
Primal?
Rough.
Rough, like a bit pushy around kind of thing. Scary?
No.
Like a gorilla?
Yeah.
All right. I feel that.
But then a friend of mine, Fabio.
Ciao, Fabio. How's my Italiano?
Very nice.
Thank you. Molto bene.
While I was playing in Bergamo, he told me, but you can just like split it and say like Anima, Alata. That means winged soul. So a soul with wings.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like, wow, perfect.
All right, well. Perfetto. It's Animalata, a soul with wings. I'm going to try and embody a soul with wings while you mix the next track in.
Okay.
Soul, S-O-U-L, a soul. A soul with wings. Okay. We've got Cioz on Coburg up late. Hey, Alessandro, I'm probably going to use that moment as the intro to the whole thing. Do you have anything you want to say to everybody?
I don't know. I don't know. I need to.
You had one opportunity!
I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I don't know. Ciao.
We've got Cioz on Coburg Oblate. Mate, you've got 6 minutes left. What are you going to close with, mate? Hey, quick question actually, just, you know, whilst we're souls with wings, you said before that you consider yourself more of a producer than a DJ, and very soon you want to graduate from DJing to playing live. I'll talk to you after you mix. I'm just trying to get him back for sabotaging me earlier. What do you hope? It was Damian Lazarus' Day Zero set that introduced me to Better as well. Yeah, he played her track Hedora. Yeah, and me, so much fucking great music. I know the original of this track. This was a really big tune, the Diplo Damian Lazarus jungle thing. So what have you done with it?
So there was the bass line, and I just used it to make it, you know, this hook, to make it rolling. Then the atmospheres, I used them again to play around really nicely. The drums, I used the vocal, I stretched them, I did a lot of stuff. Actually, I did also with PML, like a course masterclass where I show how I did the remix of it, like step by step.
What's PML, sorry?
It's Production Music Live. It's like a music school. They do courses online.
Can you imagine how lucky you would be to be studying production with Alessandro as your teacher? You've done a fair bit of that. You were doing that for Ableton as well?
Yeah, Ableton.
So if people want to learn how you made this, they can actually find this class?
Yeah, still, you know, out of curiosity, you know, it's like you're not gonna, you know, learn how to remix or anything.
Because you can never touch this guy.
No, yeah. Actually, I'm a little bit against like tutorials where they tell you how to do the bass line nah.
Is that because it kind of flies in the face of how you learnt?
Yeah, also because it takes away all the magic of, you know, that artist producing that particular sound. I would never teach how I do a particular sound, but maybe I can tell you how I arrived to think about that.
And would you say that there's merit, at least if you're a beginner producer, it's cool to learn how an established... Is this the released version?
No, unreleased. I should release it, but I don't know about copyright.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be good for an up-and-coming producer to learn how to replicate something so then they can then learn how to make something of their own in the future?
Definitely. That is good, but you know, if you already know how to make music, just a tiny bit, you know, then it doesn't make sense anymore.
Cool. So it's entry level. You think if you were just starting out, check it out. Where can people see it? Where can people find it?
Yeah, on PML.
PML.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for such an amazing hour. I've had so much fun with you, man. This has been awesome.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
We're allowed to be off the microphone for just one moment. Before we head off after this fun hour, is there anything else coming up for you? Anything else that you want to plug? Now is your time. All cameras, lights on Alessandro.
Yeah, so I will be playing tomorrow at Revolver, then in Sydney at Carousel on Saturday, and I will be playing another club on Sunday in Melbourne, but I still cannot say where.
Okay, I can guess. I reckon it rhymes with Mun 6 Mun, but I don't know.
And yeah, that's it. I'm really happy to be here. I've never thought that I could be in Australia, as I started, so I'm feeling incredibly grateful.
Well, Australia and myself are incredibly grateful to have you here, so thanks again for such an amazing hour. It's been the best fucking thing ever. I'm never going to sleep thanks to your coffee, your energy, and your amazing music.
Coffee's yours.
You're blaming me, mate. One more time, give it up for Alessandro with Cioz. Remember, whatever you do, may you do it with passion. And may we truly endeavour to be kind to each other, the world around us, and ourselves. I've been DJ Be Kind to Other People with Cioz. Play nice.
Play nice. But was it live?
No.
Hi, Mom.